Hey, what's up, guys? It's your coach Andy, and today I wanted to make a quick video to do my best in explaining coach placement. I know that's a big issue when you become a new coach, and it can get overwhelmed, get kind of confusing when you start placing coaches, trying to figure out where they go and how that works. So I'm going to give you the sheer basics to help get you jump started and going. And placing them, and I'm going to take a minute to talk about your spouse and where to place your spouse if you were married and you're going to coach together, or even if you're not going to coach together, and how important it is to have that set up in your business. So, day one, you become a coach, right? It's not really relevant that you do this right now, but before you sign your first coach, you want to go to your coach online office on Team Beachbody. Click on My Business, My Downline, and then Geographical Genealogy, or Geographical Downline. And you're going to see a little figure like this outlined, and that is you. That's going to be you. You're not going to see anything above you or below you. Just a blank, kind of a stick figure looking dude. Okay? And this is going to show you your rank. It's going to be blue in the beginning. Sorry I didn't do that, but it's going to be blue in the beginning. And as long as you have your 50 PV every month, you are going to be just an active coach. You could stay here forever as a discount, but as building a business, we want to start placing coaches. So what you really want to do is, before you place your first coach, you want to go in and figure out which is your strong leg or your weak leg, and you really need to talk to your upline coach first to figure out where that is, because you're going to be in a line somewhere in somebody's network, and you're going to have an upline coach somewhere. And if you go to your downline and you see another coach below you, it's a good indication that that's going to be your strong leg, because that coach would have been placed by another upline coach, and that's good for you. They're actually helping you build a leg. So let's say your right leg is your strong leg and your left leg is going to be your weak leg. Okay. Let's say you want to, you have your cousin, they're joining, they want to sign up with you, your best friend, okay, and they sign up. You're really going to want to place them on your strong leg. So you can just go into this section in your back office and just double click that blanked figure below you. If you just double click that, it's going to be where your next coach is placed. Now, the next thing you really want to do, if you're married, regardless whether your spouse is going to build a business or not, you really need to have them sign them up and get them right here. Okay? And I'll come back to this. I'm going to write spouse. I'll come back to that here in a minute. But if your spouse is active and this coach is active, that means they both have at least personal volume of 50 points, which if they're on Shakeology HD, that's going to be covered because that's worth 90. These are both going to be active coaches. Now, to be an Emerald coach, you need a active, personally sponsored coach on your right leg and an active, personally sponsored coach on your left leg. And this, your little figurine will turn from blue to green. You will become an Emerald coach there. So you're going to continue to build your network, build your team, keep signing coaches up to join you in your mission and on your team. So it's going to just keep growing. And the importance of this video is so that you know to do a couple things here, and don't make it harder than what it is, because this can, I've seen way too many people get real confused here. Just keep signing coaches to your far outside legs. You don't really want to start doing any of this because you get into trouble. Because let's say that coach goes inactive, this coach now has nobody helping them build a leg. I mean, that happens. Top coach Lindsay Matway was actually kind of started this way. She had no upline help. So that's not an excuse not to build a business because you're not having upline help. But, be a little smarter as you're building your team. You don't really want to do that to one of your personally sponsored. You kind of want to help them as much as you possibly can. So, as you're building your team, this person can be, signing coaches as you're signing coaches. So this may not be a personally sponsored coach here. This may be Sally's coach way up here. But this one, your neighbor signed up and they're personally sponsored. So you have two coaches here, and it just kind of keeps on going. And as you grow, and these are, some will be active, some may fall inactive, it happens. But as you grow, if you get 6 coaches, 6 personally sponsored, 3 on each leg, and 1 Emerald coach on your right, 1 Emerald coach on your left, in any order, doesn't really matter. You then become a Ruby coach, and you will actually turn green or red here. And to become a Diamond coach, you need 4 personally sponsored coaches on each leg, and 1 coach on each leg needs to be Emerald and active. They all have to be active, personally sponsored coaches with 50 PV or more. So then you'll be a Diamond coach. But here's where spouse comes into play. Let's say that you place your spouse here. You went ahead and just kept on building your network. You're a Diamond coach. You keep going. And your neighbor here climbs, and she's building her network. Whoa. She's building her team. She's doing her thing. And she becomes a Diamond coach, right? So now you're what you call 1-star Diamond. So one of your personally sponsored coaches has become a Diamond coach. Now, as soon as you become 2-star Diamond, you can open your second business center. So when you do that, this is where your spouse comes into play. You want to open up your second business center. This will be, you're signing yourself up just like you're your own personally sponsored coach right there. Because as you continue to build this network in your second business center, all of that point volume from your team cycle bonus points, and I'm not going to get into explaining that right now. Michael Neiman, Beachbody, look that up. YouTube, that's going to explain your team cycle bonus points. That's a great video to watch. But as you build this network, it all those points come up to you in your second business center, to your spouse in their network, so they get those points too, back to you again. So you're triple dipping, basically. All that money is coming, all those points are coming into the same household, same network. And you can actually do this up to 25 times, I believe. So you can see how this is a really unlimited amount of potential and money potential for, and it's a beautiful business model. So another thing that you might want to think about is as you're growing the Diamond and this and that, when you purchase some things for just for yourself. Let's say you're doing Insanity, this or that, you want to take a break and do a refresh. It's in the middle of the month. You really don't need that PV. You've already got your Shakeology, but you want to do a refresh. Buy it through your spouse's network, or some E&E or whatever. Buy it through their personally sponsored or their business center, because they'll get the points and you'll get the points. So it kind of makes sense. You don't want to just buy it yourself, if they're not going to get the points. But aside from that, if you're single, it doesn't really matter. You just want to build your team, get to Diamond as quick as possible, and then open up your second business center under whoever you want. It really doesn't matter because it's all in your network. I would just want to make the importance of spouse, and even if they go inactive, that's fine. You want to get them there on your weak side as quick as you can at the top, because just for the simple fact that they can become active at any time and then really start cranking it up. But I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope this kind of cleared up a little of the confusion, if there is any. And share it with your team. Like, share it, subscribe. We'll talk to you guys soon.